Well, hello there, Dukley here, and today I'm playing My Summer Car. This came out on Steam like Monday or Tuesday of this past week, and I've played like 14 hours of it so far. It is an absolutely fantastic game, and I felt like even though I'm super busy playing this game and doing other life things, I was just going to make a video, or a couple, just to show you guys how great of a game this is and how you should totally go and pick it up. I believe it's made by a single man, who is a Finnish man. Everything in the game is very Finnish. It takes place in Finland. I don't think a Satsuma is a real car. It might be. I know it's based on a Datsun. Sorry if my phone is just going to be making a bunch of noise. People are really blowing up my spot right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I can't be bothered. So yeah, we're going to continue a game first. And I am going to show you guys my progress on the car I've made. I've basically put together the entire car. Actually, let me back up and tell you what the game is about. The game is you're a young Finnish man. Ignore that crashing noise. And you basically have a series of shitty jobs that you do to make money, and including chopping wood, which is over here, and pumping out septic tanks with a sewer truck, which is quite fun, actually, despite the sounds of it. But in your spare time, you're trying to build a car. This game has some light survival elements. I guess it's more a medium survival elements. Or I guess you could say it's just a general survival element, as you must eat, drink, take a whiz periodically, and sleep. Also, you have a dirtiness meter, but you can't die from being dirty. You just have to find the sauna and use it, which I have no idea where it is. So if you know where it is, let me know. Ooh, so this happens sometimes because the game is still a very early game. It's just a little glitchy sometimes. Oh boy, it's gonna just kind of move this away from the wall. There we are. So here's the motor. I've put the motor together. So when you first start this game, this car is outside in pieces, and the shelf is covered with these bits of this motor, and you got to put a motor together. So I would say if you're going to get started in this game, the first thing you should do is learn about engines a little bit, because if you don't know anything about engine construction and how they work, you're probably not going to get super far in the game. So yeah, you spend a lot of time drinking beer and just throwing the bottles. You can give people the finger. You can just swear at people in general. And, you know, it's just got some nice funny things like that. Occasionally this phone will ring and people will have jobs for you. And here's the map of the area. We live here in Kessel-Pera. Sorry, butchering all this Scandinavian Finnish stuff, I'm sure. And so here's my kitchen. Got some chips, got some other stuff. Got in the fridge here, we got some milk, a lot of milk, some sausages, some pizza. I actually probably need to go get more groceries soon. So yeah, you spend your time going to buy groceries, buying stuff for your car, drinking beer while you drive, drunk driving. Don't do it at home. Anybody. I was gonna say kids, but the kids really shouldn't, but nobody should do it at all. Oh, fuck. And, yeah, but it's okay if you're in another country. Really? That's probably not true. Maybe Finland. I don't know. Or in a video game. It's fine. So yeah, you got all my bits. All the bits are on here. The carburetor was fucked up on this when I was starting it before. But now the problem is that my car has no gas because I've just been trying to start it so many times. We can possibly push this out if we give it a try here. Come on. Pop it up, you bastard. Oof. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this save before I go back and start a new game so that I can show you more about what this is about. So here we go. Here's your driver's license. So our last name is obviously going to be Dukley, and my first name will be nothing. Right here where it says permanent death on, I would suggest you turn it off for the first time, just so that, you know, you can learn how the game works before you just die and then have to restart the whole game, because if you're especially if you don't know anything about cars and you're just trying to learn about cars and things, the only reason I know anything about cars is because I played Car Mechanic Simulator, which is a pretty goddamn accurate description of how cars work. So here we go. In our new game, all of our bars are at the bottom. Fantastic. As you can see, we have nothing in our fridge. There is a single package of sausages on the table. I'm just going to put those in the fridge because that seems like it's more sanitary that way. We've got our case of beer. And the first thing we're going to do, and as you can see, here's the car. So it has nothing on it at all. There's a delivery van. Here's all the car parts. Everything. Everything you need. You're missing one piece of the car, which we will go into town and purchase shortly. What I want to do is give you guys kind of a list of how to get started in this game. I don't really want to tell you guys how to do everything. I just want to give you some experience based on my time having played this. You want to take this gas can with you, and you're going to fill this bitch up, because if you run out of... And carry it with you in all your vehicles, because if you run out of gas, you're screwed. You're going to have to leave that car there. And the controls are here in the game. We're just going to set... Oh no, run has been set. So when I first started playing this game, there was no run. But the dev has added in a run because enough people complained about how slow your guy walks that he added it in, basically. Another cool thing I want to show you before we leave the house is a parts catalog. So here's where you can buy some aftermarket stuff. There's some cool shit like leopard print steering wheels and what have you. I was thinking I might buy this, the big subwoofers, but I think I might come back and get them a different time. I kind of just want to, like, try buying some of this stuff just to see how it works, so I think I'm going to buy this ugly-ass spoiler. So there we go, it gives you an envelope. So we'll take the envelope with us, and we'll put that in the car. So how everything works in this is fairly... I wanted to say intuitive, but it's not. So you want to open the door, click the door handle. You know, pick stuff up, you left click. Everything's a left click. The controls are kind of weird. So to get in the car, you kind of jump up on the ledge, and then you crouch down like this. And then it might take you a little bit. Even I still fucking struggle with it. There we go. And then click the door handle, then click it again, and you'll slam the door. So now, this car has kind of a tricky ignition. It's... we can enter driving mode first. So keep it, hold it down. There we go. So as you can see, it doesn't like to start super well. The parking brake, you're going to want to right click, turn the parking brake off on your mouse, then hit G to put the car into gear, and off we go. I just want to stop for a second. I want to move back a little bit. There we go. Okay. Kind of an awkward spot there. Whoa. Peeling out a little bit. That's alright. We got it. It's fine. So yeah, we're going to drive into town. And god damn it, is that a little bit loud or what? Holy fuck. Let's just turn that down for a second. God, it's so... I already have it so quiet on my mixer, but it sounds like it's fucking ripping my eardrums out. Alright. Hopefully that's not super loud for you guys. It's coming through pretty goddamn loud on my mixer. And I... Ugh. Alright, well, there's also radio. You can spin your scroll wheel to turn the radio on. And all that shit. Maybe I can, there's no way to change the volume in here. So yeah, I suggest you take a screenshot of that map that's in there, or print screen, or use your phone or something, or take a picture of that map, because it's hard to know where you're going until you've driven around a little while. There's not many roads, so it's not hard to get lost, but I would just recommend it anyway, to help you out. So, we're going to crank up the speed here a little bit. You can die so easily in this game, just careening into a tree or something, but I don't really suggest you drive super fast, especially if you're getting used to the... Where did that envelope go? Oh, it's there. Okay. Oop. Pretty sure we still got it. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we're going to head off into the town here. So yeah, I don't want to put on the radio because I'm afraid the music might be copyright, although I don't think it is. You can also add in your own music, which is cool. You can also add in your own pictures for things like the posters that were in the room or the driver's license picture like you saw. I put my logo on there. So you can just do some cool things like that. It's a really fantastic game. It works surprisingly well, and the fact that all this stuff works to some degree this early on in the build is really good to see. And the only thing that is kind of rough about it is sometimes the physics are a little funky on the car, and sometimes it's hard to put pieces together for some of the bits, and sometimes like some of these graphics don't look the greatest. But you know what? That's all polishy stuff. Like the basics and the foundation and the framework of this game are solid, I think, and I can't wait to see where it goes. We've got a lot of driving ahead of us here, so I might fast forward this part, or just cut it out entirely, just to save everybody time. Plus, maybe I don't want to show you everything because I want you to have to drive it yourself. I don't know. Am I that much of a bastard? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I can just keep waffling on till we get there, or I'll come back to when we get to the highway at least. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah. Maybe that is what I'll do. Okay, so here's the, where we get onto the highway. So we can turn up the speed a bit here. The sound is getting a little funky on me. That could be my crappy headphones, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. I put the wrong blinker on, but that's okay. We're going this way. Into town. Speed limit's now 100. Of course, there's going to be this fucking jackass traffic way too slow in front of us. But, when you get on the highway, you're going to take your immediate next right to get into town. And it won't be too long. Let's see if we can get a little bit more speed up. This guy's pulling away from us. This van's got a little bit of get-up in it, so let's see how she does. There's a moose crossing or something. Elk, maybe? Reindeer, even. Okay, so we're fucking hauling ass now, going about 100 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure how much that is in miles per hour, being an American. I don't know things like this. I think it's... Isn't it like a third? Not quite a third. Okay, so we're gonna slow down here. Oh, or I'm gonna just kind of drive like shit. Okay, there we go. Well, now you know, don't downshift while you're way ahead on the speed. Anyway, here we go. We've arrived in town. There's a nice sign for the town there. Don't know what it says. Not even going to try to pronounce the name. I think it's something like I also don't remember which side the gas tank is on, but I think it's the other side. Actually, it shouldn't really matter, but we're going to just pull up here. We're going to turn the car off, put the brake on, we're going to get out of the car, and you know what I'm going to do before I do anything else is I'm going to go around here to the toilet and save my game, because it's alpha, so make sure you save. For some reason, toilets save your game, so if you find one, save your game. And it takes you to the menu, but you can just hit continue.